Okay, YouTube should be recording now, so welcome everybody to YouTube. You kind of missed the intro, but I was kind of worried that if I recorded that, there may be some copyright issues. So I was like, I'll skip the intro video. But anyway, so yes, we're starting They Are Billions campaign mode. So hopefully I'll actually be able to complete this game. Packs a heavy gun, fires explosive projectiles. That's fun. So basically it's a potato gun that fires grenade rounds. That's the kind of guy I like. And the lady I was playing as before on my test run didn't do so well. So basically I've beaten the first campaign. That's about it. This is why I said I feel like we're like Sweden or something like that. Like I feel like Russia's over here and then you got like Germany and stuff, France down this way. Because you got water on the edges. Got a bit in mountain range. I mean, I can't tell you exactly where we're supposed to be, but it just feels like this is ocean here and ocean here. So, that's why I figure. Probably completely wrong, but the Great Crater. For the Emperor! I'm going to say that so many times in this game. For the Emperor! So when I tested this game out, I played this mission and I played the, I want to say it was one of the raid campaigns where you get to use the character. So, don't worry, I won't be spoiling too much like that. Let's cancel real quick and I'll show you what I was talking about. So, it looks like we can upgrade our character with a skill tree. Not sure where you start out, but you start out and you start grabbing skills and dropping them in there. Got 120 life, and these guys are only useful on those raids. You don't really use them for any of the commands that I've seen, at least. I mean, I've only done like one level, so I mean, it's not like I really have much experience with these guys. But I didn't get to use them in that mission, so the one we're about to do. And then we got our skill tree, and I thought, oh wow, this isn't too bad. And then I started looking, I'm like, how long is this game? Because I'm starting to feel like I'm not going to be able to beat this game anytime soon. And I'm also worried, we're looking at these points, that it may be one of those situations you don't unlock everything. Like, I worry that if I spend 100 points here and 100 points here, then somewhere along the line here I go, oh man, I'm running out of points. I can't really buy everything before the end of the game, you know? And it's like, what do I do? I mean, do I try and scrounge my points as best I can and hope that I have enough to buy some of these things? Like lasers for my Titan attack range and artillery support. Or artillery transport. Oh my gosh, that sounds amazing. I'll bring you one thing. Okay, remember, for those watching the Twitch, I looked at the player list and it said WASP. I said, what's a WASP? Apparently this machine gun automatically attacks nearby enemies. It's a freaking awesome gun. I would love to get 400 points to spend on this, but will I have enough points to buy that? I honestly don't know. Maybe we'll have enough, if we do every mission and we get enough points, we'll be able to buy everything. That would be cool by the final mission. But I fear that this game's one of those ones that's like, hey, you have 10,000 points to buy items. And there are 10,500 objects worth of items to buy. And it's like, there's 500 points you're not going to be able to use. Good luck, you know? So, we don't have any points to spend. We got 50, so we can't buy anything anyway. That's why I want to bring this up, because I looked at things like this. I'm like, okay, that's not too bad. Then the mercenaries, it's like, oh, you start with an extra ranger, and you start with an extra sniper. That's cool. Except that's 200 points. I'd rather spend 200 points on high wooden defenses and wooden buttresses upgrades, or buy this stuff up here, you know. I'm like, man, do I really want to spend the money on just an extra ranger and a sniper? You know, I just feel like you purchased the wrong thing and you just shot yourself in the foot in this game, is what I feel. And it makes me nervous, so there's a possibility we're going to have some horrible, horrible endings. And because of that, I'm going to save it back up, because I'm not a fool. So now, if I was to exit, you'd see I have the main campaign and save backup 1. So hooray! I think backup's because this game is still brand new with the single-player mode, just in case, you know, something gets corrupted. All rangers found a small valley on the banks of a shallow river. Just like your mind. Aww. It's undoubtedly the safest place to establish the first colony. Beyond the protection of the Great Crater, where the capital city and new empire rises. On the map, you'll see a mineral deposit that's needed to build Soldiers Center, defend the colony. Hooray! Okay, as a side note, as big as this place is, I'm wondering when we start getting attacked by the waves. You know, I'm talking about when I played the main campaigns that I kept failing, and you get hit by that. There's billions of them attacking you. You must survive. I wonder if we're going to get over here, and then those billions start attacking, and then we start losing colonies and losing colonies and losing colonies. We keep falling back, and we're going to get back here. We got to hold the line. Got to protect the empire, kind of thing. I don't know. It's going to be interesting if we get to the end game. I mean, also, for those who've watched any of the other streams, I've played several other games, not just this game. So, I mean, let me know what games you want to see continued. I would love to continue playing They Are Billions, Bomber Crew. I'd love to keep playing the other survival game we've been playing, which is Frostpunk. You know, I could jump around, play whatever ones anybody wants, but you let me know what you want me to see playing, and we can either change out and play another game, or continue playing, and then the next episode we play something like this. So, we fail if our command center gets destroyed. Remember that. I actually nearly got it destroyed the last time I played this because I wasn't watching. And the cool thing that's added into this that wasn't in the plays that I did before on the channel is the fact that there's a train. Yay, choo-choo! And this train brings supplies. As a matter of fact, it brings personnel. Before you built a house and it was automatically filled with people. This time you don't get that. When you build a house and you drop it down, okay, you gotta remember, because you can't put anything next to the tracks. You gotta put it one square out. So I want to put one square out. I gotta put it there. So yeah, about right there is the starting point. So once that gets completed, you think, oh wow, yeah, you'll have 3 buildings worth of people. Nope, these are empty until the train gets here and actually drops people off from the Empire. So it's a bit fun in that sense that that you don't have insta civilians. You actually have to transport them from the Empire to be the starting civvies, you know. I already read all that before. This is the reason I read all that, you know, playing the game before giving a test run, because last thing you want to do is start up a live stream and be like so blinded you can't tell what's actually going on. I see you, zombie. Archers, leggy lasses, go for the kill. So as you can see, these buildings are here, but they're empty, which means if a zombie attacks these, they actually get no kills out of it, which is nice. That's why I said I almost lost the first time I played this, because I think that zombie I just killed was the one that walked up here and started attacking these houses. I'm like, oh crap! And I'm like, oh wait, these houses are empty. Good. So yes, even I can fail. We're out of food. Well, no time like the present to begin food production. So I could do 14 there, I can do 16 there. The thing is, though, you got to try and... anything inside the square. So basically, you see where this tree is right here. Anything beyond this spot, I can put another building as long as it's square. So I can put one here. That's a 15. That's too far over. I would like that because it gives me a little extra food. But 14 is the best I can do right there. So, can't put it there, but I can put one here. So probably up here. So I got to get another... power unit up here to spread my reach. Don't have the gold for it yet, though. I'm also watching on my map. See those little red dots right there? That's what the enemies are. Yeah. I heard that toot. The train's coming.
The train has arrived at the station.
Huzzah! Look at that nice steampunk train. Some good quality train right there. See, these buildings weren't completed yet, so they're actually going to stay empty since the train's leaving.
Attention. Building completed.
And I also found out the train doesn't kill them. I tested that before I came to start the Let's Play and all that. The train doesn't kill your people. It pushes them out of the way. But zombies it'll run over and kill. Yes, yes.
Attention.
It's a resource we need. Gotcha.
Are you sure?
Now, before I head up there, I need to make sure the area is clear.
Okay.
Now, like this guy.
Are you sure?
Don't want one of them sneaking up and eating us. Gotta try and maximize our grass without taking anything from the top. So we gotta make sure some stuff's up here. Nope, not that one. This will have to do. Not to mention with this bundle right here, we're not really gonna lose too much.
You are going to pay me for this, right?
No, we're not paying you jack. I am the Overlord. You cannot expect me to pay.
Okay.
I do like this, like, kind of archaic structuring. You know, it's like you expect this, like, this trench of World War I or something looking guys here, and they got some, like, vampire looking dude here. It's like, oh, these are the founders of the Empire, you know, kind of thing.
Okay.
I looked at some of the skill tree, and there's things like gets extra, you know, meat from hunts in the woods, and,
Yeah.
you know. Oop. This one's getting away from us. We gotta go kill him before he gets to our city. Let's make a quick wander to make sure no one else actually gotten ahead of him.
I hope.
Last thing I want to do is have our city get destroyed this early. It's not even a city yet. There we go. We're about to get two more groups of people for this.
The train has
Boop.
arrived at the
There we go. New citizens have joined us. Thank you for joining the Empire's expansion program. Your life may be in danger, but that's perfectly fine with us. I'll pause real quick and we'll start. Nope, nope. See, that's why you pause it. Because right now, there's no build going on, which means there's no materials lost if I close out. Never build when you're not paused, unless you're playing a mode in which you're trying to build and not pause at the same time, because you will screw up. And that's a problem. Okay, so we got one there, 14. So you can see there, come over here, it's not in the same spot. I can get 15 there, but you can't build anything over here. So I can really go here. I don't have to go for this one, because there's no way I can build anything anymore to the right. That's the furthest I can build. And let's put down some hunting shacks for some food. Same problem with the overlapping areas, so... how many of these can I put down? I can put down 2 at least, okay. So, this one... I can get 17 food here, I can get 14 food there. 17 here, 14 here. Can't build anything in this spot. And this is outside the power range, so we do need to put down another power plant if we wish to expand. And obviously we want to expand because, after all, we're part of the Empire. We need to expand our territories. We'll drop that right there. Can't build another one right now. We'll work on building our extra food source right now, and then we'll try to expand our power this way. Meanwhile, we need you folks. Actually, let's go ahead and fast key them over to key binding 1 so I can call them an emergency situation. Ladies, go. They weren't listening to me.
Attention. Building complete.
Luckily, these are all sluggish and slow.
Are you sure?
But you can see, even archers may have problems if these slow-ass zombies get to us. Alright, so, now the power's up and running. So we get 12 here. We can put 11 there. So we can put 1 here. This would overlap. Can't put anything back here. So I'll put 1 here. 1 here. That's no good. So, trying to find the best overlapping places for this stuff so I can maximize my food resources. 17's great. It's the most we have so far. 11, 12, and 11. If I put it here, I risk interfering over here, so I think I need to put for the 12 here in order to try not to overlap in this area, so we can try to get down at least one more food item in this area. Those overlapping squares are a problem. Put 11 there. 18 sounds real nice. So I put one here and one here. Oh, this is outside the build zone, so I can't go any further anyway yet. So yeah, we'll have a decent bit of food from this, and then we can put down a lot more houses. And that's the thing about this game. If you watched anybody playing this game, you know that houses are like your bread and butter. You got to get down houses, because the more houses you have, the more citizens you have, the more money you make. And we're out of food again. So I'm hoping the train gets here after this finishes. How y'all doing? Finish up the work, you got other places to go. So even as slow as these zombies are, these archers are going to get overwhelmed eventually. A couple more steps, and you might actually get smacked. Oh, nope, you managed.
Building completed.
Pull you back a little bit. Let these guys come to you. Don't... About like when I'm playing Dead State. Don't let the zombies, or don't close the distance for the zombies. Let the zombies close the distance for you and waits their turns. That's true. Energy is getting a little low. So I'm going to go ahead and get ready to work on a power plant. Actually, I forgot to actually build a sawmill. How about that? Well, it's not a perfect sawmill, but it'll have to do. Can only get a couple of them down right now. Here comes the train. These buildings are finished. Here comes the train. Da 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 da. That green bar right there is how long before we get our money. So since this got filled before this finished, that means we're actually going to get 272 in the next run. Hooray. How y'all doing? All these zombos could really cause a problem if we had missed them and they got to the city. Because they could easily kill the entire city. Even one zombie getting in can in fact end the entire game. Because it starts a chain reaction you just can't recover from.
Building completed.
So look at that. They're almost going to get to us. I'm going to get struck here. She just got struck. That's why I said, you know, even this early in the game, you got to be careful because even the wrong step can get your characters killed, and characters are very hard to come by in the early game. I think we're only getting archers for this one. So, we need another sawmill. This is a 14 wood. This is a good one. I don't have any wood for that either, so... These two sawmills are going to have to do all the work for us. That'll do. You ladies did what you needed to, so thank you for that. Actually, I want you to come over here first and make sure the bridge is clear. Look out, train! Whack! As stated before, it's not anything to worry about. The train doesn't kill. Like I said, I've tested that theory before then.
Arrived at the station.
276, nice.
Building completed.
So we got 25 wood coming in per cycle.
Completed.
You know, I almost forgot. If you press in on the mouse wheel, you change view to this. So, like this, you can't really tell where you're building. But if you can press that, you can actually see there's actually a spot right here you can build in, which is nice. I appreciate games that can, I can see I can put a sawmill right here and probably get a maximum amount of wood. So this actually helps a lot when trying to figure out where you're building. So I can put a hut here because it's in 2 squares, not next to the tracks, which is nice. But yeah, so I could probably put a hut here. I could put another hut down here. Actually, I can't because of that. So this is probably the only place I can really put a hut that's going to work on this side. So I think this place and this one is going to interfere with each other. But I can probably put one over here, though. And yes, you can still fight in this view. We'll start coming across some fast zombies in this area.
Okay. Roger that.
Alright. I want to move up slow because they bring too many zombies. We're in trouble. Got to keep an eye on them. We'll change back to this view for a minute. And I want to bring the power over here. Power to the people. In this case, from the people. Yeah, I think I'll put it here in the trees. Not really using this spot for anything anyway. You ladies move up a little bit.
Yes.
This is why I'm trying to bring the power over here, so I can start putting some walls up to protect our city just in case. I have not seen any zombies come up the tracks, so I'm pretty sure these exit points like this are actually, like, only train accessible. No humans, no zombies kind of thing.
Attention. Building completed.
Now we're going to need to put in some power, too. And quite frankly, this spot up here is completely unused for us, so I think I'll put a power source probably right here. We're going to need probably 2 more before this is over with.
The train has arrived at the station.
Sweet. We can't build on the bridge, but we can build beside the bridge, so I think I'm going to start by putting this here so I can have some power over here, too. We're going to extend up here anyway, so there's no real reason to worry about it too much yet. I think I'll wait for this to finish so I can see if I can put something over here. If anybody happens to join me in chat, welcome. Oh, Galdor, that's perfect timing. I was just about to say, anybody who's joined me in chat, hi. And it's like, oh, Galdor just literally popped in as I was saying that. I'm here for just a moment, but you need to change the game and title. Oh, I didn't change it, huh? Well, I'll change that real quick. I totally thought I did. Huh, I totally thought I had changed that. Alright, give me a quick second. You know, I had changed it, but it looks like I didn't save it. That's the problem. I'm not sure why, though, because I know I went through this earlier. Is it a button you got to hit to actually save all this or not? Galdo, you're an expert in this. Is it update information? Probably. There we go. Okay, that should have updated it. That's a button I did not hit when I changed everything before. Thank you, Galdor. Yes. Okay, well, yeah, that was a problem for me, so I apologize for that. Darn you, Twitch, for being so advanced and me being so simple. Alright, so we're going to need to make our way down here and get the quarry stone so we can actually start building more soldiers. Because we are desperately low on soldiers. We only got 4 archers trying to protect this entire region. Come down here so we can get some more of this wood. We'll go for that one. These Tesla towers. Fun fact, the Tesla tower is actually something that Nikola Tesla actually developed way back when. This whole, like, movies and stuff on it. But I remember reading about it. I'm like, that is incredible. He originally wanted to make free power. Nikola Tesla, he had come up with this idea that a Tesla tower would, like, send electricity into the ground or something like that, or through the air. So, basically like your smartphone, where you might have, like, a plugless charger. That was Nikola Tesla's idea back when he was alive, way back when. I'm like, that is incredible to think that, you know, it's just, that's a design that wasn't something thought up of nowadays.
Building completed.
And it was, you know, a big battle of the... I mean, I think there's a movie actually coming out soon about the battle between Tesla and Edison and all this other kind of stuff. I'm like, wow, you know, how much... excuse me. How much will be fantasy, how much will be based on history is another question altogether, but... Let's see, make sure our power is reaching as far as we can get it. We want that one, not the other one. There we go. So we can get in this nice little groove. Get our stone started. We're going to want to get power in all this too. I think we'll go that one because I get a little power up here too. So fill that in. Now we got to start getting some more employees in here. Get a little while for our next payday. One thing we need a lot more of is wood. So you ladies, we're not doing anything. Do your job.
Let's do this.
There's a runner. Those are the problems. Those are how these people get killed the fastest. So I can choose the highest priority level or the closest. Closest keeps them from biting me as much. The highest priority are the ones that are going to kill me the quickest. So I'm going to switch everybody over to highest priority.
Okay.
Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and set patrol. So these guys hopefully will pick off people one at a time as they find them. Okay, payday's about to happen. Cha-ching. Alright. So, normally I'd say let's build a sawmill, but we need to build more houses because, well, tents. Because if we don't build tents, we're going to end up in trouble with population issues. So can't build any more over there. We'll skip up here. Put one there. There we go. Actually, we got enough room. Yeah, it kind of cuts this road off, but oh well. Yeah, because it's too close to the train tracks, we can't put one there. So we'll put one here and here. That's going to bring our money up a lot more than 238, so can't wait for that. Hopefully we can cram a at least the sawmill here, and maybe one or two what's it called? Hunter's huts around there as well. I intend not to lose this entire game. How many failures will be another situation altogether, but not losing the entire game is the goal. Well, I guess we're out of money there. Nope, food, actually. Hunter's huts. Show me the way. See, I probably want to put another sawmill there, so I don't really want to put the Hunter's hut there. 14 to 16, obviously we'll go for 16. 13, 15. We'll go for 15, okay. Should be a decent bit of food here. And these ladies are still doing their thing, running around, trying to trigger as many zombies as they can. The thing is, though, the zombie shooting line's about right here, and unless this one walks down a little lower... Now, it seems like the sound we've made shooting zombies got a few of these guys' attention, but this one doesn't keep going. It's not going to keep triggering. Nope, didn't. Okay, so
Great idea.
let's try to get you a little bit further over here.
Are you sure?
All right, ladies. Enjoy the hunt. Now, see, that's a problem. She got separated from the group, so we need to actually pull them all back. That was a problem because she went off by herself. And she would have died if we didn't actually pull everybody off. So sometimes you want to send everybody to... I learned this back when I tried to play the fun campaign. Look at that. We jumped up probably, what, an extra 100 money? It's not a lot, but it's a lot more than we had. But, yeah, so... If you don't keep an eye on your soldiers sometimes, that can happen. Alright, Galdor, it's a pleasure seeing you, buddy. Take care and enjoy your weekend. It's got a lot more people. We got 45 workers. We got 148 total colonists. We need to get 300. So we're well on our way to getting the 300 we need. We have to fill out a lot more houses to do that. These are the worst houses in the game. They're the starting tents. So you got to put down a lot of these in order to get things built up. But we can afford a quarry now. We need that to start building our military establishment. Well, obviously 14 is better than 13. We'll go for that one. And we just don't have enough gold, so we'll skip and wait for that. Now this is stone. This isn't wood, so... Obviously, between these two spots, we're going to hopefully try and build here, but it's possible we not be able to live there at all. So that might suck. We may have to try and choose this one. Let's see. Yeah, gold is really what's holding us back. And there's actually a upgrade you can get for your train that allows the train to bring like 200 gold. So right now, we get 368 plus an extra 200 if we get that skill tree unlocked. So it'd be 500 we'd get instead of just 358. Power's about out again, so we got to do another power. I'm probably going to wait and see what we're going to need here. Yeah, so that's the edge of our build zone. We can't build anything further than that, so... I do want to utilize the square space. We're going to do that right there. Get that square. We can put a power plant right here. There's no problem about that. Trying to figure out how to utilize your spaces the best is quite useful. We've got a lot of wood already, so I think we're going to utilize the towers we've already built and go ahead and put down some walls. And yes, the gates will allow the train to go through, so you cannot put down, as I learned before, you cannot put down solid wood walls next to train tracks. It's impossible. If you need to fill that space, use the gates. Guess what? It also works sideways. Yes. It looked like some crazy ass, what's it called? Like, I'll put down a couple just as a demonstration. It look a little weird like this, but you can do it. So I'll go ahead and remove these since it's not going to cost me anything since I haven't actually built anything yet. But you can drop them in that a particular way. And since these spaces aren't being used or anything, I'll put them right here. Try to always double up your gates. The game prevents you from putting more than 2 in an area like that. But, like I said, anything beyond 1 square from the train tracks, you can put down a wall. Let's see if we can't... we don't have the gold for it. I was going to say, let's see if we can put a hunter's hut right here, but not yet. You ladies are doing great. Shoot this guy.
Great.
Now come over here. Shoot, shoot, choose me.
The train has arrived at the
It's gonna
station.
cost you double.
I was going to stand here for a second, clear out a few. He's going to get shot. I don't have to choose attack him. We'll let this happen naturally, you know?
Whatever you say, as long as you pay me.
You ladies make sure you work together. See, these zombies got triggered by all the sound we were making, so... when this group comes back, they're going to be in a fight. So they're going to start taking these guys out. Alright. Nothing to worry about there. I'm just basically trying to waste time while we're getting our wood and stuff built up. Alright, so... Hunter's Hut, where did I say I wanted to put that? Oh yeah, it's over here. Yes, I can. I'll put one right here. Just big enough for one Hunter Hut. Put one here as well. This is probably a pretty good one for a sawmill, but not really for a Hunter's Hut. Oh yeah, this is a dark zone. We can't use that yet. Outside of the playable area. Get that right there too. Just enough room. Now right now we don't need as many sawmills. I think 3 is plenty for the fact all we need to do is gate off this and probably gate off right here as well. So that's fine. We'll just do that. Gotta try to protect our city a little bit from any malicious zombos. We're probably going to build something up here too for any waves we might have. I don't remember if there's a wave or not. Okay, you're triggering some zombies by yourself again. That's a bad call. Like I said, this is why you watch your people, just in case something happens like this. Can't let them free run all the time. Alright, so you can see we used a lot of wood, actually, trying to build these gates and fences. So that's why building a lot of sawmills is really useful, because that 39 isn't much. In my opinion, on a lot of campaigns, you need at least 100. Like, every day it makes 100 wood, and you can start putting down a lot of buildings, a lot of defenses. Another fun thing you can do is what they call scratching posts, which I discovered a long time ago. So if you put down 2 in a wall in a row, it becomes a wall. But if you happen to skip one, they refer to these as scratching posts, because they don't form a wall, but the zombies will attack these. They're programmed to attack walls to get rid of them. That way the horde can get through. So if you have a bunch of walls and it's like, okay, it's too close to put another wall, put down a couple scratching posts and it'll slow the zombies down so those behind the walls can still shoot them without actually damaging your actual walls. Safety tips. Yes. Alright. So, current predicament is we don't have any access to water except for over here. So we got to clear this area out so we can start getting a little more fishing villages. Another problem is we need more stone, which we only got 17. I think we need 20 in order to, so she's getting attacked.
Attention. Building completed.
I think we need 20 stone in order to build our,
As long as you pay me.
okay, you guys are biting off more than you can chew there. Okay. Don't focus on the slow runner when you can focus on the fast runners. I'm going to have a problem later on when things start getting really intense, because I'm not going to want to talk as much. I'm going to have to try and focus and concentrate, because if I don't, we're going to lose. That's just guaranteed. So, forgive me when things get quiet, because it's going to be me sitting there putting, you know, all my brain power into, okay, how do I solve this situation before everybody dies? Might get a little boring during those portions of time. So I would like to build up here and like put power plants or something up here, but it's not really necessary. The fun thing is, to me, this area, the way it's designed, it feels like this goes uphill, and this is like an upper plateau. But in this game sense, this is all just flat land. So, kind of fun to think about. Speaking of power plants, we need to go and get another one ready. Yeah, well, I think we said we're going to put one here, so we'll put one right there. I don't think we'll be able to put one here yet. Yes, yes. Ah, that's because we just got 21 stone. Okay, that's why it told me. I'm like, why did it tell me that now?
The train has arrived at the station.
Don't worry, our energy is going to be built up in just a second. Got to start mass producing archers here in a minute. It'll be slow at first, but when we got 20 archers, they'll actually be able to do some damage. Get some damage. Take them out. All right.
Attention. Building completed.
Wunderbar.
Attention. Building completed.
I think I want to get a power wave over here too. Yeah. This risks being destroyed now because it's beyond our fence, but we got archers on this side, so they should be safe. Oh, no one's going to see it in time. Uh-oh. Will we get it to the zombie in time before it gets to the tower? Yeah, okay. That's the only problem about building beyond your reach is the fact that if something does go wrong, it's up to your team to take care of it.
Attention. Building.
The worst is when you get later on where things get spread out and you might lose units simply because of the fact you didn't have enough units to cover the area.
Attention. Building completed.
Alright, another Tesla tower. Like I said, I kind of want to conquer this area up here a little bit. Just need it for the power generators to go. Let's get them out of the way. Because we're going to need power storage. Now let's go ahead and build this guy. Because of the fact this is where we need to get all our armies to, I'd rather build it closer to the front lines than back in the back. I think before I put it like over here or something like that. When I played this last time, I was like, whatever. But I'm like, nah, this is the way our fighting's going to be is on this side, so. Let's give it a little room. Yeah, we'll put it right there. Come on. There you go. Didn't want to start my positioning. So this is where our soldiers are going to offload to when they get out of the training center. Speaking, we need to go ahead, since we got 91 food, go ahead and start putting down a lot more houses. Can't really tell from the smoke, but I think that'll be okay. Only got 32 gold, so we have to wait a little bit.
Soldiers are in trouble.
Okay. How bad? Not bad. Okay. I want to say, I think when the soldiers are close to a power field like this, they gain their health back faster. See, she's full health again. And I think when they're in the field and it's like in a shadow zone, like kind of like how this is in the shadow zone over here, that they don't gain as fast. I'm not 100% sure on that. But I think that was the case. Like it's like a quote-unquote home field advantage or something. But this is me talking about stuff that I thought I figured out back when this game was not even a single-player game, when it was just the, hey, let's see how best you can survive, and I never survived. So, take that with a grain of salt's my point. 12 sounds like a good spot. 16 is good. That's all stone anyway. 18's real good. 13 will make do. And 10 will make do. And 14 will make do. So we got a decent bit of food coming in. Side note, the tiles, let's find one that's active. These tiles all go for the food. So let's say I put this place and I took up these tiles right here, I would lose some of the food out of this building. So if it was like, hey, this is an 18, or let's say this one is an 18 food building for some reason, and I built something right here in this spot, it may only be a 12 item building instead, because of the fact I took up a lot of its hunting ground. So make sure when you put these things down, you space them out, and try not to put anything directly on top of it. Unless you're like, got a good, like, where was that one I put over here? This one, for instance. I put some houses here. As you can see, these houses took up the food spot. This building, can I get its information? It's producing 17 food. I think it was an 18 or 19 food spot. That's because most of it was coming out of the wood line, not through the fields. So I may have lost 1 or 2 food spots, but it's not much compared to what I, gained from the actual tree line. So that's cool. A lot of these structures don't use as much wood right now, but later on, we're going to be always out of wood. Wood will be critically low for the rest of the game, pretty much. I mean, I need 2 wood for the workers right here. I need a worker, I need wood, and I need gold. So, I can only build 1 right now. Because I don't have enough gold. And how do we counter this? Well, adding an extra soldier is nice, but getting these houses filled will give us a little extra gold. If the train gets here before this fills up, that'll be even better. Don't think it will, though. Oh, the train's just leaving. We're on day 10. We have until day... what was it? Does this one not give you a day? Maybe it doesn't. For some reason, I thought there was a day that you had to beat this game by. We got enough money to build another one now. But we're not. We're going to work on houses because that's our main objective, is to build a certain amount of houses for the colony. It should be far enough, in my opinion, away from the building huts to not really interfere with food. But to be safer, I think I'll start here. I think about every 4 or 5 I like to leave a space for soldiers to travel when there's attacks. So, you can only do 2 buys, so if you notice, I can put 1 there, but now I can't put 1 there. Because you got to have a 2 square for this house to get out of. Remember I told you that, I felt like over here I kind of blocked the road because of that building right there? Well, this house right here can come out here, and they can come out here as well. So they got 2 different places they can leave. But if you're in this house and I put a house right here, you have nowhere to go. You're trapped in your house for the rest of your life in this game. So, yeah, this tower's kind of blocking them, but they got this road here they can leave out of, so.
Attention. Building complete.
After all, we're heading for 300 population, and we're about to get a huge chunk of it here between these houses and the other ones. Boom, hit by the train. So glad trains don't kill their own people. It's that nice cattle bumper. They will squish zombies in a second.
Arrived at the station.
I watched some zombies get run over here last time I was here.
Attention. Building complete.
So 337. It's not great, but it's not bad. I thought it was higher than that. Wasn't it like 350 or something earlier? I don't know. Okay. What are we out of? We're out of power. Okay. So can't put it there, but I got plenty of places I can start dropping power units. So I wanted to put it there, but I kind of screwed up. Let's put 1 there. And I'm out of gold, so can't do it anyway. That zombie sound effect made me nervous to the point that I started looking around on my map, so I got quiet for a second. I'm like, is a zombie attacking my walls? Is a zombie attacking my houses? I'm like looking at the map, the mini-map down here. I'm like, where? Looking for those little red dots, you know? That's usually when I find out I've gone and done something horribly wrong, is when
Building completed.
everyone starts dying, and it's like, what happened? And you just see that a whole bunch of red dots over here. It's like, I missed a group!
Roger that.
That's how I've lost so many single-player, not campaign, but those, like, challenge modes.
Attention. Building completed.
Who knows, maybe if I beat this campaign game, I'll actually feel like I have enough skill to actually take on the challenge mode thing. Fast runners. Matter of fact, you're doing nothing. Get over there and hang out with them.
You are gonna pay me for it.
Join the crew. Matter of fact, send you a sister to hang out with. Get an extra shooter.
This better be good.
The more archers, the better. Everybody works better in groups, of course, but archers work extremely well in groups, because even the fast-moving heavy hitters can get dropped in a few seconds if you got like a bunch of high-ranked archers with them. So you skip 1. Now you got this nice little hallway. Which, ironically, we're going to have an extra hallway because I didn't count this into my design. And didn't count that either. So it kind of interfered with a lot of my building structures. Go figure. And of course this house is going to interfere as well. Lovely. But that just means we can stretch it out this way this time. Weird, yes, but it will work. Let's pull that one out, just to give him a road to go around the trees this way. And kind of give him more hunting zone, so he's not losing as much. How much was this hut bringing in? It's bringing in 17. It's not that... Or wait, is that how many huts I have, or is that... That's how many huts. Never mind. I misunderstood. He's bringing in 14 food. I think it was 18 before, so I knocked off 4 food by putting this hut here. I was looking at the wrong spot, so I apologize. That's going to kind of block that whole room off. Yeah, I think the best thing I can do is just drop a house here. It's going to look kind of ugly and kind of lopsided. I don't like that visually. My OCD is going to hate me, but I need to use the space up. We're at 244 out of 300, so we'll probably got the 300 with these right here. So we'll have our objective completed. We just got to kill the zombies afterwards. 435, we got a lot more money coming in.
My bow and arrows are ready.
Which means we can start building more archers now. Let's book. Now I'm going to update my command line. You notice it went from 4 to 6. We got 6 archers in this unit.
Attention. Building completed.
Roger
Put
that.
them down just a little bit faster now. Now you notice that some are still on close range. That's the 2 that I just put in. And the originals are over here, so I'm going to put them all on this so they can all focus on the highest ranking enemies.
Bow and arrows are ready.
It's a little risky. I don't really want to put them all running straight into there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4, 5, 6. We'll do 2 groups of 6 right now. We'll combine them into a 12 unit later, but right now we'll do 2 units of 6. That way I can kind of split the party up a little bit.
Our forces are in danger.
It's because you stood too close to the front lines. That's what happened. Let's see that number jump up.
The train has arrived.
316. So we reached our goal, which is very lovely. 300. We got our check mark. Destroy the infected and resist all swarms. So that's our main goal: is resist the swarms and destroy the infected.
My bow and arrows are ready.
I'll put a power plant here, and I got enough room to put one more down here somewhere. I'll drop one right there. Why not? A little power plant hill. Technically, the best place to put one of these is a straight line out from the other one. Kind of maximize your reach.
Bow and arrows are ready.
You put it off to the side, then you're kind of. You notice it's like, it's great, but you're kind of like messing up in the sense of how much coverage. Basically, these things need to put down in giant squares. It's like what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's like 7 squares out, so it's a 7 by 7 grid. You need to kind of put these things in if you want to effectively cover. As you can see, I didn't exactly effectively cover in this area. So technically, I should have came from over here, 7 out, and then 7 down, and then 7 up, and then 7 out. And that grid would have gave me the best coverage. But I didn't do that. So we'll put one here. How many of you? You're a group of 5, so there's one more archer coming. We're going to get more archers than just that, but we're just going to do 2 groups of... Actually, we'll just make this a whole group of 12. We'll make the second group afterwards.
Arrows are
So, upgrade you from 6 to 12. If you notice that number just jumped up.
Has arrived at the station.
You ladies are basically a force to be reckoned with at this point. Put you all on highest priority targets. A group of 5. Because we got to start clearing these zombies out. And we can't just brute force our way with these ladies. These ladies don't have the health pool. What is their health? I forget. Yeah, 60 health. That's not a lot of health. The infantry, you can brute force with a lot less of them than the archers, but it's one reason I kind of generally use the archers to kind of like early game kind of clean up, but then I switch to soldiers because it's like, yeah, these guys, they can actually take a hit. These girls can't. They got like 200. Now that's the reason I want to have a second unit here. So where's she at? Where's that archer? There she is. You need to come over here and stop that zombie. Now they're going to kill that building probably before I get over there, which means I'm going to have 2 or 3 zombies to fight. Looks like there's 3 now, but I have this wall to protect us. If I didn't put that on this wall, we may have lost the entire game. I'm not kidding. If these are at least 3 runners, or 2 runners and 1 walker, those runners could have come over here and infected this. That had gotten them an extra zombie. Affected this, got an extra 2 zombies. And those zombies could have either hit this or this and gotten even more zombies. Next thing you know, we got 20 freaking zombies overwhelming all of this. If they get into one of these, you might as well hit restart because you've lost the entire game if they take over an entire group of buildings like this. This is why putting defensive walls is so important in this game. Once again, if you watch my YouTube Let's Plays, when I tried to play the campaign, not really campaign, the non-story mode kind of try game, you try to beat it, you would know that I lost so many times because I wasn't watching and a zombie got into one hut and just killed everything. And next thing you know, what your 314 people become 314 zombies, and your 4 archers are not going to stop 314 zombies. Because you just failed, you know. It's sad, it's just the way it goes. Now, I'm looking over here. This is the edge of our build zone over here on this wall. Not sure how high I can build, but we're going to try. And she seems to have already finished off the zombies. There's more coming, though, so we got a small horde coming. Now, this is good. We're actually going to pull off. The train's coming. Why did I pull off? Simply put, I'm going to show you the zombies getting killed by a train. Splat. So you can use the train as a zombie killer if you need to. And this is how I learned it as well, because I was like, oh, that's neat. How helpful. So we're going to repair that real quick, and we're going to put these archers, over here to protect our little front door. So these 5, well, it's going to be 7 when I'm done building them, but they'll help prevent these zombies from walking across this. Since we can't build across this, this is fundamentally the edge of our build zone. I mean, technically we could have put a tower right here, but it would not probably have covered any more of this. This is the game designer's way of saying, hey, we don't want you building beyond this point. So this is your build area back here. Don't build over here. So I have a funny feel we'll find a lot more zones like that in this game, where it's like, hey, here's a bridge, don't cross it. You only get so much room. Okay, now, the reason I'm in this view is because I wanted to show before, this is the edge of our build zone. We can't build inside the trees, obviously. The water, this is the edge of the map zone, so anything beyond this is map, or off map. This is off map, so this is the edge of our build zone this direction. So we want these ladies to clear the rest of these zombies off, and then we're going to fortify this zone and prepare ourselves to hold out. I mean, the game did say you got to protect yourself. Oh, see, we got somebody just turned into a veteran. Which one was it? Blondie, there you are. Blondies are, I hate to say best, but yes, blondies are more powerful, and same with the yellow infantry. All yellow units are green, I guess, in the sense of snipers. They start blue and turn green. Basically, color palette change equals more power. So she probably equals maybe 2.5 archers worth of damage. Like the rifleman, it takes three shots to kill a zombie. An elite rifleman only takes 2. So, with that in mind, a group of like 6 elite riflemen equals 12 standard riflemen. So, once again, that's why I said riflemen kind of have the advantage of being able to clear out a lot more zombies. Archers, I think it takes 4 to kill one walker. That's why you start with 4 in the game. That's on the other side. I was about to say, how far is that? But no, it's on the other area. We can't reach that. So, with that in mind, that means every 4 archers kills 1 standard zombie. These runners might take a little bit more.
Whatever you say. As long as
But, are we outside the map? Okay, we're still outside the map. This also helps you click when you can't see where you're clicking behind a wall.
are you sure?
Y'all did a good job. Now come on back home.
Okay.
So this is the edge of the build zone. We're going to set up a barricade here and protect our city. Just to make sure nothing comes knocking on our door. Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Now see, the problem I have is that's kind of a bad spot. I think I'd rather set up a barricade here, letting the bridge be our edge.
A new task.
We got our second group almost ready. We'll let this build, and then we'll actually we can go ahead and I think and start putting down a few things. We'll put down 2 of these. Once this building gets built, I can put down a second one. Just so we can send units outside if need be.
Attention.
Thank you.
Building completed.
Arrows are ready.
So once again, we had we had a full stack of like 50. We're down to 21. So like I said, wood goes fast in this game when you start actually building. That's why I said having around 100 wood production is pretty much essential. Look at that, I'm already out of wood. That's why I said it's really, really important to get a lot of sawmills up.
The train has arrived at the station.
Sawmills will save your life in this game. Later on, when you get like stone structures, is great, but wood is always a good default because it's like, okay, I can at least fall back and build some more stuff. And I'm gonna, now that I got some wood again, I'm actually gonna put down a few scratching posts. This way, if I can get this, that's the benefit of a scratching post. The announcer will say, your walls are under attack, even though it's just a scratching post. So if I put a scratching post up here, and a zombie shows up off map and starts breaking a scratching post, I'll get the alert and lets me know to start running troops over here before they actually get to my actual walls. It's a good plan. I like that plan. Technically, I can put some more scratching posts in here. I mean, I will, because why not? As long as they don't touch anything, they're scratching posts. There we go. A lot more scratching posts to keep zombies entertained. Which means I can actually move my units away from this wall and not have to worry about a horde coming down here and getting directly into the city. Speaking of which, it's also a good idea to put a secondary defensive wall in a situation like this. I won't build a big one, just a small one. Just to make sure that we don't have any zombos. If they get through this somehow, we have another layer so we don't lose these buildings here. We don't really need it, but we'll do it anyway. That's 18. I really would rather have 18 over 15, so... Another reason to pause the game and, because 15's nice, but 18's a lot more food, and I probably can't force any buildings over here, so... Get a 14 right there, great. There you go, 3 more huts. It'd been nice if there was these debris wasn't here, this like little outcropping of water, because it stops me from building, because I think I could have built something right here, or maybe here, I don't know. Whatever. Throw a few more hunter's huts over here. There we go. So this area is pretty much all hunting at this point. I could put some out here too, as a matter of fact. Why not? Because, like I said, the fields are used as hunting as well. So this is the edge, so I can come up here, come across until I find an open spot. So I can get 10 right there. Another 9 right there. So I said building in squares is the easiest way to do this. So I'm outside of this build zone here, and I can put another one up here. So there we go. They don't overlap, and they give me a little bit more food. This area is just strictly for hunting huts, not for any housing. Which, in this particular level, all I got's housing and huts, so... Not like I needed it for anything else, like, you know, factories or anything.
My bow and arrows are
I mean, I'm practically done. All I gotta do is kill zombies at this point, so... Not exactly a major, I'll put those down for the heck of it, so I feel like I'm actually doing something.
What do you want now?
So how many we got? We got 10. 2 more to go. So this is group 2, this is group 1. We're going to run these two separate. And we're doing this on purpose.
Attention. Building completed.
Look at that. Jumped up to 148 food. Wonderful. So, I mean, besides the destroy the infected and resist the swarms, we're doing okay. We've achieved our goal. All we got to do is wait for this last group of strong independent ladies to get ready to move up.
At the station. Attention.
You're going to see in a second why I decided to make 2 separate units. I'll let you guys clear out the zombies while I'm waiting for the last one up here.
Yes. My bow and arrows are ready.
Alright, you are now officially group 2. So that's 12 and 12.
Okay. Are there other units?
So now I can fast key with my hands on the number keys. I can easily 1 and 2 it real quick. So I can hit 2, move them over here, group 1 over here. So I can just juggle between the units and adjust them as needed. So let's say group 2 is getting overwhelmed. I can pull them back, let group 1 help cover for them as they move back. And I will move them in unison. Now right now I'm actually going to split the party and have them attack 2 separate fronts. So both units will move up whenever they clear a group. Zoop. That's some good zoop. Simply because I don't know if any zombies are coming this way, I'm going to put 3 over here.
This better be good.
They'll be good defense at least.
You again.
That's all it's going to be from here on out, is just clearing out a few zombies for the rest of this particular campaign. Now we got somebody came around. Sneak attack from behind.
What? Gotcha.
So we know there's some food up here. We'll grab that in a minute.
My bow and arrows.
Not that we really need it, but
Sure.
I guess that's for somebody who may not have realized how to build as many huts for everything. For some reason, finding food in a crate equals the same amount as building a farm to keep your people surviving for long periods of time. So they'll starve eventually, but for right now they're doing great.
You are going to pay me for this, right? Yeah.
Matter of fact, what do you guys focus on? You're focusing on closest, focus on most dangerous.
Okay.
Because I find really the most dangerous are the closest because they're running at you at such a high speed.
Roger that.
So it kind of makes more sense in my opinion just to put them on that. Now if I had a group of rangers and a group of infantry together, I would put the rangers on closest, or excuse me, I said that backwards. Rangers on most dangerous, and the soldiers on closest, because the soldiers have a shorter range of fire. So they're going to be firing at a closer range to begin with. So there's no reason to have them ignoring closer enemies in order to focus on a higher ranking enemy.
Great idea.
So if I have a mixed unit, that's what I end up doing usually. Snipers is the same way. If I have a group of snipers and I have a group of infantry or a group of archers protecting them, I'll put the snipers on furthest enemy, that's most dangerous, and have the ones covering the sniper on closest. That way they can protect the sniper for anybody that's closing the distance.
What? Okay. But it's going to cost you double.
So you see, 2 groups is actually paying out quite nicely. I've actually covered twice the battlefield. I have assured the units have...
Sounds interesting.
The train has arrived.
Not that that really mattered. I'm maxed out on 2,000 money, 50 and 50, so... doing pretty darn good so far.
What? Yes.
Come up here. Which means that train, every time it's come through, has crushed a zombie or two that we just haven't seen off camera, you know? Guys wander on the tracks, get squished, and we don't even know about it.
You are gonna pay me for this, right?
Ooh, 2 more veterans. Sweet. Once again, it takes about 4 arrows to kill a standard slow-moving zombie like this one. But the yellows do like... I want to say... I can't say the exact numbers off the top of my head.
Yes.
But they do like... I want to say... where the infantry, it's like 3 shots down a zombie, 2 shots down a zombie when it becomes a veteran. For them, it's 4 shots to 3 shots. So it's like 1.5 reds.
Yes.
So really, infantry does better as a veteran than the archers do. But you get a whole bunch of golden archers, and you're in pretty good shape. Because
Right up.
a group of 4 acts like a group of 8.
Okay.
So you do kind of get the tasking made up for it.
Yeah.
Alright, though we don't need it. Pick up all the loot.
As long as you pay me. A new task.
Anything else up here?
Okay. Let's do this.
The train has
Like I said, I don't think any zombies actually come up and down the track areas. I think that's out of bounds for even the zombies. That's why I blockaded this, because I think this is inbound, so zombies could come out from around the edge of the screen here. But I think the tracks are the edge of the play zone.
Here we go again.
Alright, Group 2, get over there. Group 1 over here.
This better be good. I hope
Group 2, move up while they're covering you. Group 1, move up while they're covering you. Quick keys helps out a lot.
Gotcha. A new task. Yes. What do you want now?
That should have been all the zombies. I thought it would have game over.
dozens of infected
Ah, there we go.
in the colony. They are approaching from the north.
And once again, this is the only north, so they got to be coming from this way. So we're going to get everybody back over here. We got at least 1 spare wall. I'm probably going to put up a second one just to be on the safe side, but I highly doubt we're going to need it. Never know. Have an extra group. So we got 3 here, so let's make that 6.
A new task. So tired. Last night was amazing.
So that'll be 30 archers by the time we're done with all this. Mind you, we're not going to have all 30 by the time this horde hits, but hey, it's at least better than nothing. Man, to think this first level, this easiest level, has taken me at least an hour and 13 minutes so far to get through. Mind you, there was about a minute worth of, oops, I messed up my channel a little bit and had to go fix that problem. But I'm still new at Twitch streaming. I'm not very good at it, so... gotta have a lot of little problems here and there. That's another useful thing about the archers, is the fact that, I want to say they provide their own food or something like that.
What do you want now?
I didn't realize that. That actually shows you how close they are to actually getting the veteran. I never even tried that before. View range, workers needed, gold cost. I think there's a food cost for the infantry. These units don't have it. So look at those scratching posts. Look at that. This is what they're designed to do. They literally go and attack these instead of coming to your actual city walls. It slows them down and gives you a chance to actually defend yourself against a larger horde. So scratching posts are recommended. Oh. Some are coming from this way. Okay. So somebody did come from around. Okay, actually you finished off, so you guys get over there. Nah, skip it. We don't need you guys. We literally have 30 units that are going to turn these guys into Swiss cheese. There we go. You've built a prosperous colony, extending the influence and power of the Empire for the Emperor! So that's not too bad. I don't like how you get a final score of 50 when it's like a base score of 100, but the score vector is of 50 because you're playing it on a normal mode and not an actual challenge. Screw that, I get killed easy on any difficulty. Okay, did anybody see that? Go back and pause the video if you're watching this on YouTube. It said the Wookiee of the Von Solo driver. I only caught that much. Apparently they have some Star Wars style lore in this for some reason. So this is the one I said that I did as well when I said I tried out the female. I got the male this time, but when I tried out the female I went and did this mission. So I know about, I did this mission before I started Let's Playing online, just so I could get a feel for how this was going to be. And so we'll go ahead and do this, and that'll be about the extent of my knowledge of this game. Now, we do have 170, so we can afford something. Now, should I wait, or should I go ahead and start doing something? So I could do logistics. So it gives me extra storage of resources and gold. That's nice. It's not great, but it helps. More importantly, it gives me access to this one. It gives me the building of the warehouse. That's very important. Because the warehouses, like, multiply stuff. Increases the resource production of surrounding buildings. So if you have like a whole bunch of like, remember how I built that area up north where the zombies that came from in the last little city? And I said, oh, you know, I can, you know, put these buildings in a big square pattern. If I drop one of these in the middle of that, it multiplies the amount of food they would have gotten anyway. So though I would have lost some from the squares that were taken up by the facility, I would have more than probably doubled my food production in that area. As a general example. So, very useful. Gold transport. This is what I was telling you about at the beginning when I talked about the train. Each time the train arrives, it'll bring an extra 200 cash. Ooh, yeah. So that means you can build even faster and put down more huts and other things. But these are, in my opinion, very, very important. Expert workshops, even if you don't have any of these other things that go with them. This gets you the houses. So you don't have tents. You have houses and tents. I think I want to save up for these. Now, mind you, I need this so I can, you know, tents have a very small. So you have the smallest amount of humans you can store in them. But the houses double, I think, what the tents can hold. So if it's like 5 people in one tent, it's 10 people per house. Or whatever the number is. Extremely important. It doesn't tell you how many, it just says medium level dwelling. But yeah, I mean, I need that bigger house, so I don't have to fill as many houses, taking up more hunting grounds or whatever. So we're going to go for that eventually, but right now I have 100 money. I really want to put this for the wooden towers. Once again, having an extra ranger in the beginning is nice. Having a sniper is incredible, but I feel like these two are kind of a waste, because I'd rather spend those 200 on something like this. Now, I could get a soldier to start with. And you probably sit there and go, ooh, well, why would you spend 120 on that when you spend 100 on this? Well, that's great. You do start up with a soldier, which is nice. But this is the part that I really need. The hunter food generation is 20% more. So, you know, that's, what? 1/5? So if I put down 5 hunting cottages, it equals that of a 6 hunting cottage, basically with that 20% bonus. That's a lot of extra food. It's not a huge amount, but it helps out. And I think that one of these does, yeah, Fisher Cottage generation 20%. So if you get this and this, you have an extra, basically 40% of food coming in for your food sources. So very useful. So in my opinion, I need this one, I need this one, so I need this one in the way. Efficient turbines, that's actual extra power. So extra food, extra power. These are all essential in my opinion. This actually is kind of useful too, because that 20% means they can take 2 or 3 extra zombie slaps before a building collapses in on itself and everybody dies. Extra unit at the start or beginning of the mission, soldier. So I get 1 soldier here, and I get 1 soldier here. That's 2 starting soldiers, and the food, and electricity. In my opinion, this area is essential for the early game. This is not essential in my personal opinion. This is very necessary. You need this throughout the rest of the game, pretty much, especially until you get to the stone ones, which... Where is the stone ones? High-rise defenses, stone tower. So you need to have this wooden tower right here to last you until you can get to this stone tower. That's a long-ass time. I didn't even look at that before. For some reason, I thought the stone one's going to be over here. I was looking at this, I'm like, I don't see the stone structure. I'm like, oh shit, it's all the way down here. And you got to get concrete walls first. So my gosh, you have to come over, you got to get the advanced build. We haven't even gotten this one yet. This is where you get your big houses, the stone house. So we haven't even gotten our wood houses yet. Then you got to get stone house. Then you can get these. I mean, good lord. You're in trouble by this point. If you don't have wooden walls and wooden towers, there's no way you've completed the game so far. Look at all this freaking tech you got to go through. Goodness. Land sakes alive. So yeah. Part of me wants to go ahead and choose this. It's useful, yes. But I think I'm going to hold off until I get a few of these done. I got 170 points, so I can either A... You know what? No, I'm not going to choose any of these yet because we're not going to a city to start. We're going to go over here. And it looks like I'm going to get an extra 200. So let's try and, just for the hell of it, 200 plus 170, that's 370. What can we get for 370? 100, 220. That'd be 320. So that's 320 just for these 3 right here. That's not bad. So for 320, I can get food, and riflemen. That's a good start. That means that I'm going to be able to build more huts early in the game. But I can also get this and bypass the need for building houses, the little houses. Yeah, so I can do that. So 370. That's what, 130? Or just... I'm not great with math. I'm dyslexic, so I'm trying to get my math done right. I could get this right off the bat and save myself a lot of building room for having the houses instead of huts. But I'm only going to be able to afford one of these things. And the thing is, you need extra food for something like this. Honestly, I think I need to wait on this and actually build some of these so I can actually have the food to get the house room. So long story short, I'm going to save these points and buy all this in bulk. I'll get this, this, and this. I probably need this because the houses are going to need the power too. I'll probably need this. I'll buy this whole bulk section, then I'll get this, and then I'll start working on things down here. I think that's what we're going to do. No, we're going to need the tower before that. The towers are going to be necessary. I think we might go at least one more build cycle before we actually get the tower. Crossroads, Hunter's Meadow. Meadow sounds open. Crossroads sounds a little, in my head, especially looking at the map. We got a mountain range here, so I'm betting that means we're probably in a valley or something. Going to have some strong defenses. This is open plains. I think we're going to need the towers for this, because we're going to need something to help us grant us range. So I think we're going to do this, spend the points on what I said, then do this, and then buy the tower and put it over here. It sounds dumb, it's probably stupid, that's what I'm going to try for. We'll see. And the worst of the best part is, if I do fail, hopefully I'll be able to come back here and use my points again and resort them. We'll see. The hero must escape the fortress alive! That's a defeat condition, so... I think these points, these here, are what's used to upgrade your hero, and this is what's used for science, of course. So, now that we've got that explanation out of the way, let's go ahead and drop in. And I'm going to take a swig, because my throat's getting dry. I haven't actually taken a drink since we started. Hydration. The tactical missions happen in old, abandoned fortresses. But several centuries ago, or built several centuries ago, dyslexia. In these missions, use your hero to explore and get them technologies and valuable objects from the area. The hero has to fulfill the mission in order to get to the fortress or get out of the fortress alive. Mission fails and the hero dies. You cannot leave the fortress until you've completed the mission, so you're screwed if you want to leave early. Kill the rat. No.
Sounds good.
Oh, he's a lot slower than the girl. So, like I said, I tested the girl when I played this before, just kind of testing the first room and this. That girl probably is twice as fast as he is, but her guns don't hit very hard. This is supposed to be an explosive projectile. I'm curious to see how much damage it does. I'm guessing he's the tank, where she's like the ranger, kind of, in the sense of your character choices. Attention, red alert. It has been declared for a massive infection. At first, when I came here, I was like, where's the door? And then I realized, since everything's got a copper ring to it, these things, you know, going across here, I did not see this for like 2 minutes. So I was like, what am I supposed to do? Damn! Okay, this guy is officially my favorite. He definitely shoots slower than the girl, but damn, that thing hits like a brick. These aren't in the same locations either. So I think the girl had something over here that she got. So maybe, depending on which you play the male or the female hero, you get different. Because I think she had one here and one here, and he has, looks like one here and stuff over here. I don't know. You'd have to tell me if you've done this before, and maybe the different heroes get different items, or maybe every Let's Play or every playthrough you do might have different object locations.
Wonderful. It looks great.
I could be wrong. It might be exactly the same thing. I just forgot where it was, but I want to say these weren't, like this case, I'm pretty sure I got something out of for the girl.
This is going to be fun.
Valuable objects, which I already found out about last time I tried this. So I'm not going to waste everybody's time watching this by reading through all that again. Which is why I did this ahead of time. Did not beat the game, just played a little bit so I could figure things out so I wouldn't look like a complete idiot when playing this online.
That's easy.
Ooh, fast mover.
Still have some tricks up my sleeve.
Oh no, he took, what, 8 points of damage. Oh no, his health pool is so large, what are we going to do? Oh, there's something.
Fast and silent.
I knew there was something in here, I couldn't remember what it was. Oh, that's a good bit. So 20 points.
No problem.
I don't like that, at least in Dead State, if those watching my Dead State Let's Play, you know that, you can hit the Z key, and it highlights everything that's able to be picked up and interacted with. In this game, you probably noticed those subtle flickering flashes when I was clicking on this and stuff. That's the only indicator that something's interactable.
That's easy. Of course.
So I'll read this real quick. Attention, infection breach detected. Explosives have been used, clearly, to contain them. Not very well. Do not enter under any circumstances. This is like the freaking front entrance. How? There's nothing you could do at this point. You literally only had a bathroom and an office. That's it.
Perfect.
Come on. Scroll. Useful objects. During missions, you'll find many useful objects and structures. Yep. There we go. Didn't want to scroll before. So, useful objects like medical kits. Now I can heal my character.
Okay.
These are kind of cool. These little barricades that slow zombies down.
Let's go.
It looks like it's got some kind of lamps on top. That'd be kind of neat if you could actually turn these things on. Give you a little projected zoom.
Of course.
Ah, yes. Ye old porn stash. Actually, that symbol looks like the level up symbol, or I can't remember what it was. I remember something in the game had a symbol that looked like that on the top there. Now, obviously, it would have the strap on it.
Come on.
Oh, hey, soldiers. I forgot about you guys. So these are the infantry I was talking about we're going to get when we take that upgrade. During missions, you may find allied units who will join the hero when he approaches them. Once the allies join the heroes, they can be controlled by as normal. But they can't collect special things. You only can pick up the special things with them.
Yes?
So I'm going to hotkey him to 1 and hotkey these two buffoons to 2. That way I can quick choose if I need to move them anywhere in particular.
On your orders, Commander.
Matter of fact, I'll put them all on 3. Alright, soldiers, I want you over here. I want him over here. Soldier, before you do anything, I want you to attack that barrel. Oh, well, he was a little close to the explosive. I kind of killed one of my soldiers already.
Commander?
He was a step too close. Everybody else who was next to him were fine. But he was a step too close to that explosive and got toasted.
Understood.
Okay, there should be some... Yeah, okay. So you see that little flicker for a quick second?
Tell me what to
I'll say it again when it happens. Come on. There it goes. That little flicker is the only thing that tells you there's something in that barrel without having to take your cursor and go like this over and go like, where's a marker? Where's a marker? And there's like, oh, there's one.
All right.
So I don't like that. Dead State did it well. Dead State allows you to just see it. It's not like you're actually trying to find something. It's like you're here to search for it. You don't have to actually. Yeah, sorry I killed your friend, but don't worry. You're in a better place now.
That will be easy.
Hey, do your best to survive, okay, soldier?
Place, don't you think?
Yeah, he definitely blew up more than one person with that shot there. Let's see if he gets 2 of them. Yeah, he got 2 of them.
Of course.
So that's cool.
Okay. Commander?
So I want you to come over here. So I got 3 on that shot. Soldier, I want you to attack that barrel. I know it killed your friend, but don't worry about it. Your goal is to help our ally here. Even if it means your life. I mean, it's for the Emperor, after all.
Tell me.
Why not blow that one up, too? Because I hate barrels for some reason.
Come on.
Now, this is a zombie spawn point. They'll always be there.
It could be a trap, but let's go.
Hey, at least he doesn't take explosion damage from hitting those barrels. Or, excuse me, blowing up his little explosives. Infected people can come inside the fortress through collapsing holes in the ground. Yep. So, I'm going to grab this. And this.
Great value, no doubt.
No doubt, that's a band. Ha ha ha. So he's gonna. I'm gonna have him just defend against those guys. I would have had 2 guys defending against these, but I messed up. Literal frickin' hand cannon. Boop. Boop. Anything to pick up here? I think this was picked up for the girl, too. So, yeah, I feel like some of the items have changed to be picked up. Grab that med kit. We'll move slowly, because I feel, if I remember correctly, there was a bunch of zombies in here, yeah.
Humans.
And I think the girl had one of these to pick up, too. It's really weird. I guess they really do change something per mission or something. The items you pick up. It's almost certain I had to pick one of these up for her.
Perfect.
No, see that book, I didn't even see that. It blended in so well on the table I couldn't tell there was actually an object to pick up.
Wonderful.
So we got the completed research points, so there's no more of those things to pick up. Matter of fact, we picked up everything. How about that? So I think the girl, when I was playing her, she had something on this desk. I think it was a book or something. Oh, he actually said it. For the Emperor. For the Emperor!
Perfect.
There we go. This is our mission objective. We got to look for these things, by the looks of it, per zone. Now, he's going to take some damage. So I'm going to pull him back a little bit. He's slow.
So glad to do it.
So if I wanted to, I could just go ahead and use that medical kit. But he didn't take enough damage to really justify it. And it doesn't really, I don't think, count to anything. It shines. Brilliant in chrome. Going back to our comments of saying that the Emperor looks more like a Morton Joe. Was I brilliant in chrome? I will escort you to the halls of Valhalla myself. So that was it. That's the end of this journey. Oh, actually, Mrs. Zombie. Well, actually, we're going to send him to do this because we're leaving him behind because, well, we found him here. Can't separate him from his home, right? I'm kidding. You could only leave with your hero. Even if you found 500 people to rescue in this world, it wouldn't matter because only the hero can actually leave the map. So, just sending him to kill this one zombie just means I don't have to send the hero back all the way and deal with it. Good job. Now, for lore's sake, I'll have you head to the exit. But he's leaving ahead of time. He's taking the truck, too. You just have to walk. Hooray! And that literally completes everything I know about the single-player campaign. So, best of luck to us on the rest of our journey. I spent a long time before I started this game up looking on that building tree, just trying to figure out... Because like I said, I have a funny feeling we're not going to get enough points to justify... There's that 370. And then we got one level up. Yeah, okay, so we're starting in the middle. So our build tree for him, we got to choose the direction we want to go to. We want to head to this corner, or this corner, or this corner, or this corner. We're not getting all of it. So I guess if I choose this, I get to choose this next time. If I choose this, I get to choose this next time. So... Loading weapon speed, 25. That's good, because he fires very slowly. The gun in this artwork looks kind of bent. It's got kind of a curvature to it a little bit. Strength. Life is good. He's already got a lot of life. He's got 120 life. So I take this. I'm getting an extra 50%. So that's what? 200 some odd? Extra 40%. Okay, so that's a level 1. That's a level 3. There's our level 2. So that's 40, 40, and 50. So that's really awesome. Effect radius. I'm going to assume that's the explosion of his ability. His grenade launcher there. I guess that means his grenade launcher goes just a little bit further out. Attack range and view range might be worth it in my opinion. Loading weapon speed, 25%. That's good. Life, attack damage. I feel like I want to go for this corner. That's really useful, though. Is there any other clocks on here? Yeah, there's a clock here. He's slow. We already know he's slow as crap. So, this is probably my second... So, I feel like with him, I want to come up here and do this. And if I have any extra I can get, I'm going to go this way. These bottom corners, I mean, it's nice, but I got, what? Effect. If it's just that effect is the explosive radius, that's okay, but it's not great. Attack speed, loading. Those are nice, but it's not great. The damage isn't all that necessary either. So, So speed and attack speed. This is kind of looking like maybe I want to go this way instead for starters. That life 60 though. Oof. Yeah, I think I'm going to go this way and then move up this way next. So we're going to head here first and get an aim. Attack damage 40. I mean, it's not the best thing to choose, but Better than I was trying with that girl. I was like, with her stuff. And then I got this. So, this is a little lore. I'm literally probably not going to... screw it. I was going to say, I'm probably not going to read through it, but I best I should. This just in. When a growing world populating with more than 80 billion people, modern technological advances have given rise to a life of mega-metropolises. In a recent study, coordinated by the Mega York Urban Institute, indicates that citizens feel safer, more than satisfied living among large communities. Hark, this just in. Eta Ernick had stated of anthropology of human behavior goes to say, never in the history of human civilization has there been an age as prosperous as today's. And then zombies happen and the Fire Nation attack. He attributes two factors to this steep influx in urban living. First, technological developments have given residents an increase in personal security and alarm systems. And the second, living in cities, particularly city centers, offers an abundance of all basic necessities, except for like farming and stuff like that, because that's outside the cities. Of life, food, water, and shelter. Once again, you get the food from outside of cities. You don't get it from inside the cities. Side note for survival instincts, you know, if there's ever some kind of like world calamity, if you live in a city, you're going to have to leave the city, or you're going to die. You cannot sustain life inside the city. You will find food for a while, but you'll run out of food to find. You can grow outside the city. You can't grow inside the city. Most people don't want to hear that, but that's just the way it is. Okay, so I can turn these things on and off, so don't worry if you see me click something. It's like, oh no! So if I choose these three right now, I have twice the food started. And soldier. Let me look back at the map real quick. I'm going to turn these back off for a second. Judging by the names, I kind of don't feel like we're going to find much water. When I think of meadows, I don't think of streams in meadows. I just think of long, grassy plains. The crossroads may have water, but I don't feel like it's going to have that much water. I think I'm going to skip the... let's head back. I think I'm going to skip this for now. Which means I have to skip this for now. So I think I'm going to go this, this, and this. That'll give me 2 soldiers to start with, because I said I want to get this to start with anyway. So that's 220. And what do I get? I get 120. And I want this. I think I'm going to do that. As much as it sucks because I just said, oh, I really want to build this part first, this has really been bugging me in the back of my head. I'm like, I really feel like I need that tower. So I think we're going to do that, and then we're going to use that 50 points plus, what was it, the 120, so that's 170. And I could get one of these. I can get this and then save the points for getting that next time. Then again, I could just get that. And this. So I'm in a bit of a pickle of trying to figure out what we're going to need to survive. But I think we're going to go this, this, and this. Because I know we're going to have ground food generation on. This is almost certainly always going to be available. The hunter's cottages. There may not be places with water, but there's almost certainly going to be places with grass and fields. Because you got to have grass and fields to build houses on. Mind you, they may not be grassy fields. They may be like dirt fields, but still. So I think these 3 is what I'm going to start the this build on. Hi, and welcome. At last you caught me indeed. Well, glad to have you with me. We are 1 hour and 44 minutes into this, so this will be going on YouTube as well. So, you'll see that appear in probably about, I don't know, 3 weeks. You had to sloth your old account? Alright, well, glad to have you with us. Now, I was commenting on some of the Fallout 2 stuff earlier, and then I realized I was running out of time. Like, oh crap, I don't have time to finish reading all your comments before that stream time started, so I had to, like, pull off and stuff. Ah, well, nothing wrong with that. Enjoy what you want to enjoy. The only thing you've missed so far is I took care of the starting kind of basic city and came over here and did our first little campaign hero mission. Which, once again, that's an hour and like 30 minutes, so, you know, if you need to, you can always get caught up on YouTube later. And I'm still trying to figure out, I've decided that I'm going to go with the soldier, the improved hunting cottage, and the high-rise tower defenses. I want to get this next, and then I want to go for the workshops. Yeah, it's one of those deals that when it comes to the comment section, I know it's going to be there a while, and I'm like, I need to look at this stuff, but, you know, I need to upload a video, and then I got to go and do something else, and work and all that, and it's like, okay, I gotta focus, and then today I'm like, oh, I got an hour before I start my stream. I'll start reading comments and talking. I was like, oh, I ran out of time. Yeah, this is a fun game. If you've seen on my YouTube channel, I did play a little bit of the non-campaign, but I never won it. I lost every single round. As a matter of fact, I need to save, because emergency backup save. Just in case the game crashes, you never want to lose everything. So we chose this hero, this beefy son of a gun with his potato gun that shoots grenades. And we're going to go with this stuff. Now, I have a funny feeling this game is not going to give me every one of these building items on this tree. I have a funny feeling it's going to be like, oh, you have 1,000 building points you can use, but at 1,500 you need to, for everything, you know? I could be wrong. Well, I'm glad you're here to join me. My friend Galdor joined earlier, but no one else has really commented in the Twitch section so far, so I'm glad to have somebody to hang out with and chat with. The only problem this game has is I get so intense that I'm like, I don't want to speak. I'm like, I gotta keep talking, because if someone's listening in, I don't want them to think this is a non-talking channel. Alright. As you also notice, I don't have a face cam on this, because just like all my other Twitch videos, I'm like, if I'm sitting back lazing in my chair, it's like I'm going to be out of screen anyway. Yeah, I'm kind of behind because I got probably another 20 minutes before I will stop the YouTube recording, because I'm like trying to do like 2-hour segments. So that is weird that Twitch doesn't drop any notifications. Because I thought it was supposed to do that for someone that's followed. I don't know what the deal is. Because I'm not sure if I could do something on my end to make sure that it does that or not. But generally speaking, on Saturdays, it'll be about 12, roughly about 12 noon on Eastern Standard Time, and I'll start doing the Saturday Let's Play. But Wednesdays is the other day I want to do it. And that time will vary depending on whether or not work has drained me of all my energy or not. If I'm too tired, I just can't do it. But, you know, I would like to around 2 to 3 o'clock on Wednesdays to try and do a stream as well, roughly speaking. Alright, so I think I'm going to do the Crossroads first. And the Hunter's Meadow, like I said, I feel this is a lot more open. Judging from the map's design, it looks like we're going to have an open field with a little bit of trees. But this is going to be a lot more mountains. So I think I want to go for this one. So I think it's going to be a lot more colony population of 400. Oh, this has got Villages of Doom. CET, is that Central Eastern? That's not CET. That is Central Time, isn't it? I can't remember which one CET is. Central European. Ah, that's it. Gotcha. Alright. So we got to defeat a Village of Doom. Okay, that makes things a little bit more interesting for that one. Population of 600. So it's definitely more people we need to do for this one. Got 66 days to finish that one. And this is just the don't get destroyed. The Village of Doom is going to be a little bit tough. So I think we want to do this. But do I get Unlocked Soldier for this, though? I'm hoping this actually unlocks the military infantry units, because if not, then it's this one, and that's going to suck. I think this actually unlocks all soldiers, and this is actually just the single soldier. Yeah, I did, on Wednesday this week, I did, Frostpunk, which is kind of like this, but a lot slower because you're just dealing with trying to keep people alive. That's one reason I switched to this one. It's just like, it was fun, but unless people really want to see me go back to Frostpunk, it's like, it's a little slow, and I got to come up with things to talk about because it's not really much like this game has, where I'm like, okay, got to fight these guys kind of thing. So yeah, I think we're going to go with this one. It's only 120 points. I got 50 points to spare. Old Man Shanty. This stuff goes so fast, I can't read any of it, man. They put flavor text at the bottom, but it moves too quick. It's too much for the computer. Yeah, I can get you. Okay, so we should have... Yeah, we got our towers now. 120 gold, 10 wood, so... Should help us out a little bit. $7 DTD. Alright, so I'm going to hit this button real quick, get a look and see what our overall build zone is. Man, this isn't... What's this over here? It says there's food right here. Food crate. Well, thank you, game, for kind of spoiling this. I don't think we're supposed to see that. Yeah, 7 days to die. Yeah. Yeah, I've played 7 Days to Die before, and it was a little rough, even for me. But,
A new task. Are you sure?
let's see. We'll get these guys scouting out a little bit.
Great.
Got a little bit of build zone so far. I thought we'd have zombies by here by now, so that's actually kind of nice. Let's see. Go and get our houses put down. Drop that there.
What?
I used to be pretty good at 7 Days to Die. But it was one of those deals that I would like build almost the same thing every time. I'd either build a giant tube that I lived in, or I build a giant like structure that's off the ground with spikes underneath it. And it was kind of like, okay, you know, I had fun. I should try Valmon.
Attention. Building completed.
Great.
Yeah, see, right now I'm focused on these guys, but I don't know if there's anybody over here, so I'm kind of a little nervous that we might lose right off the bat. Well, there's our train. At least we got the houses built.
The train has arrived at the station.
Thank you, train. Nope. Out of food. Ooh. Okay, here's a good building spot. Here's a good building spot. But I'm in a little bit of a situation. I don't know. Ooh. I think I'll go for this one for starters and get 18 food out of that. switch off of that. Sometimes the hatch marks make it hard to see zombies. I gotta make sure I switch back every once in a while. Well, there's our stone resource we're gonna need. But, gotta clear all these zombies out first. I'm curious to what's up here, though. Let's see our... Cannot lose the command center. No other objectives. Colony population of 400. And the Village of Doom.
Attention. Building completed.
Nah. Well, I believe on Twitch you can look at my my friends list or something like that. I don't know if you can actually do that or if you only see your own. But Project Zomboid. No, I don't think I've ever played that. I believe I've heard the name, but I don't think I've ever played it. Me and Galdor were playing a game on his channel. I co-op with him a lot on different streams. So, though I'm first back to Twitch, I've actually been twitching for... I've been on Twitch for about maybe 2-3 years now, co-hosting a stream with my friend Galdor. And we were playing EDF, Earth's Defense Force. EDF, EDF. And that was a pretty fun game. Nothing like flying a helicopter over giant ants trying to fight off monsters and giant ants and spiders. Or driving a giant robot. It's a silly... kind of like 1950s monster fighter game. Made in Japan, too. So it's got a lot of weird kind of fun parts to it. So feel free to check that out, too, if you get a chance to head over to his channel. So if you don't find enough stuff on my channel... Ooh, wow, I'm glad I came over here. These guys are already heading south. They would have gotten to my town and killed these guys pretty quick. And that would have been game. Okay, back to this view. So I can drop one here. That's out of build zone. Ooh. These may be clashing, which means I can only build one. That sucks. That sucks a lot. The game did that on purpose, too. You can tell, because if I put one here... Building doesn't have access to energy. Okay, well, that's still a thing. Oh, so it's 2D Sims. Okay. Okay, I'm going to leave this one here. Decent music, but they said, please, what's already taken. And I'm a music producer. Yes. I remember you did music. Got inspired by Sims 1.
Okay.
I've always been horrible at music. Like my brother, when he was in high school, and even in middle school, he actually took up, like, I think it was trumpet, and he learned how to play guitar and all that. And I'm like, oh, that's really cool. I'm like, I'm not musically talented. The only instrument I ever want to learn, but I've never actually tried, is the harmonica. Because I always thought, that's something I could do. A small little instrument like that. Oh, shoot. I did not see these guys. Oh, no. We got to get there fast. Run, 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 run. We got to run. Run, run. We got to run. Use the train as a shield.
Attention. Building completed.
That there was nearly game. Yeah, sure. I don't mind. Right now I have another song that I've been using that's royalty free at the moment, but yeah, having us from Variety is nice. I think I'm going to split these ladies in half. I'm going to put... No, I don't want all of them. There we go. You two over here, you'll be group 1. You two over here, you'll be group 2.
I hope you're not wasting any time.
Actually, I'm going to send you over here. We need to start splitting these units up, otherwise we're just not going to have enough coverage and we're going to die.
Gotcha.
You there. You there. You go to here. So that's blockaded. We'll send you over here. Looks like StarCraft. Okay. Let's send you guys up here.
Okay.
Yeah, I could see that with the hood. We're going to get some food down. We only have 2 food lists. We can't build any more huts yet. As I said, we were 1 cell away from being able to drop down that thing. That sucked. We could have had 17 and 16 at the same time, but this will just mean we'll have a really good food hut. 23. Oof, that's some good food. $18 always outweighs 15, so we'll go for that one. Need another sawmill. We'll take that 12 right there. It's kind of funny. You'd think this would be more efficient than this spot, but you get just a little bit more wood on that end, so put that one there. We need to try to get up to 100 wood, because this is one of those maps that I'm going to need to build a lot of wooden structures, I think. Because of that tower, I think I want to put one right here just to be on the safe side if anything comes around here and attacks me sideways. Just to be safe. Cut off any point of entrance on this side.
The train has arrived at the station.
Don't worry, being distracted is part of the game here.
Building completed.
If you see me ignore your comments for a few seconds, that's probably because I'm focused on whatever's going on. But right now, we have our archers kind of covering the different bases. I have a few minutes so I can spare, so
Building completed.
basically I need to wait till my money builds up so I can actually start affording more things. Yep, so we need to get this built, but we're going to need stone, and we can't do that until we get that. We're already low on power, but we can fix that real quick. We're not using this spot anyway. We'll take a little of the food away, but he's making so much food right there, I don't care.
Attention. Building completed.
No problemo. Now we got to use our Tesla towers and start spreading out. One here, and I don't have enough money. Oh well. So we got to start reaching for that stone. If we don't get our power out there, we can't build out there. Can't even build our houses until we get more energy, but luckily we're building 2 power plants. I am very happy that we went ahead and got the upgraded to the food production. Because I realized we're pulling in 17, but this spot by itself probably would have, before that upgrade, probably would only pulled in 12 to 14. So we're getting a little bit extra food, which is nice. Oops, we hit the wrong button. So I'm glad we took that extra bonus.
Building completed. Attention.
There we go. We're up to 60 power now. That's good. And we'll skip one and make a road. Good old steampunk train. This is actually, I just realized this is a different looking train, or maybe it's the same train. I don't remember the gears looking like that. Or maybe it's just come from a different angle, so I don't remember it from this angle.
Train has arrived at the station.
There's our new citizens. It's probably the exact same train. I don't see why they'd make it a different one. Yeah, I'm just probably not remembering correctly. Alright, reach out and touch face here. That's probably going to get my best coverage there. I'll wait and see what my overlap is, and we'll go ahead and build something over here. We're going to try to put a wall right here to seal off any zombie attacks, and maybe drop a tower in here so I can get some good range. So we got to fill this whole spot with houses. We don't want to risk the houses getting overrun by zombos. I think we'll put another wall right here as well. And of course another one across here. Kind of seal us in a little bit. This I can tear down. This isn't any problem. I'll probably have to build houses over here anyway. Alright. %90 marketing, huh? I know a lot of stuff, you know, marketing is pretty darn important, but still. You get no feedback on social media, though? That is a little strange. I would have thought something would be from there. Oh, well. I guess I don't know much on that regards. I don't do the social medias.
Attention. Building completed.
About to make her day a little hard. Put a double door right there.
Oh, more orders.
Come up here.
Whatever you say, as long as you pay me.
The train has arrived at the station.
Then we'll drop probably a tower right here. Once we get the stuff for it, though. We're out of wood. Speaking of wood, I think we can drop another tower over here. That's a good spot. Perfect. Drop that there, and now we got a tower gate.
Yes, tell me. But be quick.
Just stand right there. We don't need you running back and forth right now. Alright. Slowly but surely, we're making headway. This is the edge of my build zone. I can't build any lower, so I wish I could. I gotta put food. I got 15 right there. That'd been a great bit of food. 19's nice, though. Oops, I just realized I'm a little overtime on the YouTube side, so I'm going to have to end the YouTube episode right here, so give me just a quick second.